Giggity giggity, giggity goo. Stick around.
Welcome back to Juice Reviews. We're doing some whiskey today. As I always say, my favourite videos are always whiskey ones. So for a bit of a backstory, if you care to hear, I was listening to Joe Rogan podcast the other day. And I had Russell Crowe on there, actor, gladiator. And he'd said he'd invested in a whiskey, vodka, gin company from Ireland, and apparently Ed Sheeran and Jimmy Kaale, a comedian, had pitched in with him as well, because I don't know if it's because they love the company, I just love the name. So, Muff Liquor, giggity. I heard that and I was like, I've got to get me some muff. Who doesn't love licking muff? So here I am with a bottle. I don't drink gin, so I didn't buy the gin because it's just not me. Gin fucks me up and it's just, I can't do it. But I did buy a mini vodka as well. I didn't bother buying a full size one because it's just plain vodka. So I do like vodka, but I prefer flavoured vodka if I'm being honest with you. So I'll just got a little one just to see it, test it out, see how it is. So I'll do that in a video at some point soon. But yes, we're doing this today. So it is Irish whiskey, so it's peat smoked, triple distilled, inspired by the past. This is recipe number 3. It's 43% ABV. There's a little thing on the back here, but I got this from Amazon and I decided to stick a sticker on it, which is always nice. Hopefully the sticker peels off nicely and doesn't ruin what's underneath. Yeah, just a barcode. I could deal with that. So, Muff Whiskey. Inspired by the past, this well-balanced Irish whiskey with its peated characteristics and depth of flavours lends itself to a quality tasting experience. Sláinte. Yeah, let's just get into it. Hopefully it's good and it's just not a funny name, and that's it really, because that would be quite annoying. I still want these things to be good. It's peat smoked, which is always a winner for me. I do love peated whiskies, as you can probably tell with what's directly behind me. I also like to get into the whiskey and drink it, so when you can't open the bottle, it's always a pain in the arse. There we go, we'll get it somewhere. We are in. So 2 things I do like already, to be fair. I like the whole design. Cool bottle, it's like an oldie woldy time medicine kind of thing. And proper cork. Beautiful. So yeah, that is always a winner for me. I normally record videos at the night, but it's actually daytime, so I am day drinking. Does that make me an alcoholic? Probably. Right. So it's 43%. Let's cling onto the glass a little bit there. Don't expect it to be overly gloopy. But yeah, it's quite light in colour. That is, yeah, it's really light in colour. Let's have a little whiff. Now, is it going to have that? I know it's peated, but is it going to have that sort of Irish, you know, very vanilla heavy? I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting the peat a bit, but I'm getting very buttery. Hint of vanilla, I'm getting very buttery and butterscotch, you know, a bit like an American whiskey, if I'm being honest with you. Some nice bacon spice noses going in there, nutmeg. Maybe even a hint of cinnamon. And at the back of it, there's a slight citrus nose going on. It's quite fresh smelling as well. Right, Sláinte. There's a bit of burn there, surprisingly, because it's only 43%. These are really creamy finish in your mouth afterwards. It doesn't taste overly peated. It's very low kind of peat to it. I'm getting the citrus notes. The butteriness is coming through as well. The butter sort of finish is the finish. Yeah, it needs a very buttery, creamy sort of caramel feeling in your mouth. And the finish does last quite a while. Yeah, a bit of citrus comes through. Doesn't seem quite buttery heavy. It sort of takes over everything else really. So I don't think any other nuances in there is sort of being taken out by that butteriness, which is sometimes what I get when I have like a a not very good cheap American whiskey, to be honest. That's all I'm really getting out of that, if I'm being honest with you. Not getting much of them bacon spices or no stewed fruits, no sort of dark fruits. Personally, I don't think there's much going on there really. Also the peat's quite low as well, so you're not even getting that sort of peated, you know, medical kit kind of taste that the more I'm drinking it, there is something else coming through in the end, in the finish. Some sort of red berry, or red currant, maybe even cranberry maybe. It took quite a few sips to get to that, to be fair. I think there's a bit of zest going on, like a burnt orange zest. But yeah, I'm not in love with it. This didn't actually cost me anything, to be fair. I always get a Christmas voucher from work, which I can use at places like Am and stuff, so work bought it essentially, which isn't a bad thing, because if I'd spent my own money on it, I mean, I suppose technically I have, I could have bought something else, but yeah. Definitely the style and the gimmick of the name and everything like that is, to me, better than the whiskey itself. I'm not massively in love with it. But some famous people put their money towards it. That normally tends to be the case. It's not normally the best you're going to get. And I hadn't heard of it before either until I heard that podcast, so it's not like it's been shouted about, to be fair. But yeah, I'll leave it there really. I haven't got much more to say about that. But you know, if you want a good laugh on your shelf when people come around, then this is probably where you go. But yeah, as far as whiskey is concerned, it's definitely not in the best ones I've had. So yeah, and it's not really got any of them Irish whiskey characteristics either, to be honest. You know, like your green spot, even you know, even like cheap ones like Jameson or bloody proper 12. You know, they're not amazing, but I think they've got something a bit more about them than this has, unfortunately. So yeah, I'll leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again on another Juice Reviews. Sláinte.